everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and welcome back to GTA 5, where Amanda is pretty much just sitting there blankly doing nothing in her training gear. Absolutely nothing. Okay, in today's video, as you can see, if you look at my minimap right now, I have a bunch of green dots, and there's also some flashing red ones as well. And they are all part of the mod we're going to be looking at today. So the mod that we're going to be looking at today is called the Persistence mod, and what it allows you to do is it allows you to park cars anywhere within the world of GTA 5, which is just an incredible thing that we have the ability to do. So here we can see I've got a car with the personalized plate Figureight parked right out here. Now what I could do is I could drive this car. Let me just get in. I could drive it. I could take it down to the end, just down here. There we go. I can get out the car, and then if I press a button like this, it will be reset to the point that I saved it. It's an incredibly useful mod that allows you to, so you can modify a car and park it somewhere and you won't have to worry about it despawning. You could save it and it will be there forever. You can use this so you can pretty much use the entire world as your garage, so you don't need to get any extra garage mods if you don't want to. And it's really cool because with this game, it's not, not everyone in life parks in a garage. And if you park your car outside, it doesn't just disappear. So this is adding a level of realism. So we've also got this bike that I've parked over here, and I've also got another car here in my carport as well. And we've also got a couple of cars around here. I decided, for funsies, I can jump this. Can I jump this way? There we go. If I jump down here, I thought I'd have a bit of fun with my neighbor. And, whoop, that was fancy. Can I jump over this? Oh, I can. Nice, we're getting some parkour in here. Over here, I have parked a tank. Because why not? If you would have watched the previous video where I was using this tank, you could see, well, actually, I used this mod in the previous video, because at the start of that video, I was able to respawn all the cars that were parked up in a line before I run them over. I did all that with this Persistence mod as well. So you can park anything here. It could be a helicopter, it could be a tank, it could be a boat, it could be whatever you want it to be. Am I going to be able to fit out of this? Hang on, I think. Yeah, hang on. I'm getting a little bit stuck here. There we go, we're out. And now we can cause some havoc. Oh, that was good. There was a huge amount of lag there, but that was good. I want to run over this car. I want to run over at least one car before we stop using this tank. I think our victim's going to be this guy. There we go. Oh, that damage is just... I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing. So what I'm going to do is I thought I'd just look around and we can park some cars in special places. As actually there is not much to this mod, really. I probably really shouldn't be saying this near the start of the video because it might scare you guys off thinking, oh god, there's not going to be much in this video. If this is the first video of mine you've ever seen, you may be a little, I don't know, would you be disappointed? There's not much going on. I want to steal this right here because I think we could park this somewhere for us to use. So what happens with this mod is it will give you a file and you will have to modify that file. You can open it up in Notepad. All the information on how to install this comes with the mod. And you have to put in a link to the folder where you save in the data of where all the cars are parked, first of all. So these aren't related to save games. This is related to the game. So wherever you park these cars, they should work in any save game, I think, unless the save game actually works with the file as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I only have the one save game. It's not really something I needed to check out personally. So I could get this car, this little thing here, and I could park it. Where's there going to be a good place to park this thing? It's not too close to the shops, but not too far away from anything else. I could park it around here. Look at this over here. Right over here, outside what I assume is also a restaurant. We can park this right here, like this. And if I press what I've assigned to be the plus button on my numpad, it will come up at the top, this vehicle has been saved, and you may notice that the number plate has been changed to say Figureight as well. Right down there. So you can assign it so that when you save a car, it will also give you a custom plate. So all cars that you save will have the same plate. I've done that for the sake of this video to show you. However, really what I would prefer to do is to disable that, which you're completely free to do inside of the config file. And then you can just set up your own number plates per car instead of all cars that are saved having figure 8. And now that means that if we were to run away, we can go across the map and come back, and that thing will always be there. As you can see, it's now flashing green on the map. You can also see if we go down here, you can also see we've got flashing green because one of our cars that we saved, our tank, is over here and not in its original spot, which is why if I press the minus key on my numpad, it will disappear and it will then appear in its normal standard spot that I assigned for it, which was in that case outside the house that we looked at earlier. So if we now go back over, there we can see is our food truck that we placed in. So we can drive this thing away. And if we actually drive away whilst we're in it and we reset, you'll see exactly what happens. I'm going to do this. You can see that it's no longer in the spot. I press minus. I jump out of the car and the car goes back to its original place in the world. So the other thing that this mod can do is it will allow you to have 3 cars that you could drive, not save or anything like that. The last 3 cars that you use, and they will not despawn. So I can get this car here. I'm just going to get this car here and I could park it anywhere I like. Just for the sake of this video, I'm going to park it over here in this little car park right here. I'm going to park it right here. Walk away. Now, this is the sort of thing in standard GTA 5, it would despawn over time or distance or something like that. As you can see, it's still there. And it should come up with a little red flashing dot at some point to explain to me that there is a car there. Can I jump into... Oh, okay. Maybe not. Nope, here we go. Here's a car. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive as far away as possible. And so long as I don't go over 3 cars, so this car, if I was to park this would be saved as well. So in fact, let's do that. I'm going to park these 2 cars right here. Get out, then get myself a 3rd car and go for a massive drive and come back, and those cars should still be there. Okay, so I'm in my 3rd car. There's my 2 cars parked over. Now, let's go really long distance, and then we're going to go all the way back again. And as we can probably see, as I can show you here, there's all the saved cars still in. We've got my car up there, we've got the motorbike there, we've got the car in the carport. The bike and the red car is actually placed there by the game as well as the Audi. But that's what I mean about this mod. It allows you to do that and not have to store it inside of a garage, which is really realistic and cool. So we're going to go all the way down here. We can go as far as we want. We could go all the way to the Alamo Sea and back again. It would not matter. I think this is probably ample distance for you to really understand that these things do not despawn. Now if we head back, we should be able to find those cars in their exact spot. And I think if we get close, if we look on the mini-map, we should have some red dots coming up on the screen. There we go. We can see right there. I just saw it for a split second, which made me crash. That was terrible. But there we go. We can see right there. We've got red flashing dots. 2 red flashing dots, which lets us know that we are in the area where we have a couple of saved cars from the previous times that we used them. These cars haven't been saved in the spot like I have with those cars with the green dots. These were just left. And there we go. Right there. They are still there, parked, with the damage and everything still saved, which is pretty freaking cool. So we can get out of that car. And actually, as these were the last 3 cars, I could now zoom across the map like this. Let's just go all the way over here, lag our way to death as we go all the way over to the pier. There we go. We can walk about on the pier. And then if we wanted to get back into our cars that are parked across the city, we can just fly our way back, and maybe some point soon we should be able to see the red flashing dots come up. There we go. Look, they're red on the map, and the cars are parked right here. That was fun. Again, all of their damage and everything is still saved. This is absolutely brilliant. And of course, if I wanted to then save this car in this spot forever, I can get in it, press that, and the vehicle will save in that position, and it would change the number plate. And of course, at any point, if you're sick of a car being there and you don't want it to be there, you press save again. It will say not saved, and that car will then no longer be saved, and it will despawn so long as you drive more than 3 other cars. Because of course, the last 3 cars that you drive do not despawn, which I should point out then should mean, with this mod, don't ever leave your car in the middle of the road, because when you come back to it, you will come back to a massive traffic jam and crashes everywhere. So always remember, if you get this mod, park up the cars before you ditch them. Otherwise, it could cause a bit of a fuss. Unless you plan to switch cars a lot, and in which case it's not really going to matter. So there we go. That is the persistence mod. There is actually another new persistence mod made by someone else. This is a rather old mod. I say old. It's like May 2015. Super, super old mod. I don't really know the difference with the new one. Maybe I'll check that out. And if it is vastly different, I may show it in another video. There we go. Look, there's that save car still there and marked as green on our mini-map. This is absolutely brilliant. It's perfect as I did with the previous video with the tank. It allowed me to park cars up and drive over them and set up the tanks for the video. It is incredibly useful mod. I would highly suggest for you guys to get it. I don't know why I haven't used it sooner, quite frankly. So there we go, guys. That is it. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you all next time. Oh, by the way, comments, questions and stuff, leave them in the comment section below. The comments should have been at the start of this video. I just don't announce them when I'm... It's very hard to read comments of the previous video when I'm recording, like, several videos at a time. So, ooh. That's just how that is. Okay, there we go, guys. That's it. Thank you very much. I'm going to go on a Vinewood tour. See you guys all later. Goodbye.